Today I'm going to show you how to recycle and create a little quilt project. Now there's nothing better than keeping maybe your children's clothes, your grandchildren's clothes, and by following the technique that I'm going to show you, you can make a lovely memory quilt. This project is perfect for recycling, repurposing and reusing. It could be clothes from children, grandchildren. It could be your clothes that you just want to change into a different project. Now, more often than not, if you look here, you have different fabrics that some will stretch, some won't stretch. And obviously, if you try to sew these together, it would not work in so much as you would have puckering, you would have stretching, your seams would just be dreadful. So the ideal thing to use is the Vlieseline G700 on the reverse of the fabrics. Now the Vlieseline G700 is a fusible woven product, and what it'll do is it'll stabilise it and allow you to sew the fabrics together and have a really professional finish. So this is a part of a t-shirt and you can see it's extremely stretchy. So I'm going to go to the reverse. I've cut 5-inch squares. I'm just making a memory quilt and it'll just probably keep on growing. I've popped the Vlieseline G700 on the top with the fusible side to the reverse of the fabric, and then if you use the Vlieseline iron-on cloth, you can see exactly where everything's positioned. It's going to protect those more sensitive fabrics that you may have, particularly when you're doing this project. And also it's just going to provide enough dampness to allow the G700 to adhere to the reverse of the fabric. Now once you've applied the G700 to the reverse of your fabrics, you need to leave them for around about 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Go and grab yourself a coffee, and by that time the glue dots on the reverse of the G700 will have stuck to the back of your fabric. So what I'm going to do is now leave that there. And the joy with the iron-on cloth is it gives an even distribution of heat all the way across your project. So I've adhered and left the G700 on the back of this square. Now can you see here, I've actually included part of the pocket of a little pair of trousers. This is even the false fly zip on here as well. It's not quite as square as it could be there, but we'll just neaten that up with scissors because I know the G700 is a 5-inch square. I tend to keep all the seams in because it's lovely if you keep pockets in these projects because you can actually use them. They're also particularly good if they have they're a little bit more tactile for children, but also for older people, particularly with people who have dementia. So once you've prepared your fabrics, now remember that that blue fabric was a particularly stretchy fabric, and this one is quite a heavy fabric, but because I've applied the G700 to the back, I can now place the fabrics right sides together, and I'm going to stitch in my normal way down here. So once you've stitched, just stitch your rows together. You can see I've got a little pocket on this square here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make squares which are very manageable and then sew the squares together. Once you've finished your quilt top, then of course all you need to do is choose one of the Vlieseline waddings. The R80 would work particularly well with this, or if you wanted to use the Vlieseline 276 natural cotton white, that would also work really well with this particular project. Quilt it as desired and then bind it using your preferred method. As you can see, Vlieseline has a wide range of products, each with different properties and benefits for your projects. You can view the whole range on the Vlieseline website, where you can download the brochure, which has detailed information on all of the products across our 4 categories. You can also join the conversation with us on our Facebook page, Creative Community Group and Instagram. All of the details are below.